is up, everybody? Welcome to the Mogswamp stream, the Mogswamp broadcast. I'm your host, Mogswamp. What's up, guys? How's it going? Let's get some music going for the day. I kind of want to do like a vaporwave mix. Is that crazy? Is it 2015? Can we pretend it's 2015? This is doing a little bit of dirt mining. There we go. But the main reason for today's stream is I want to talk a little bit about how I make my Minecraft animations with my editor. So in a few minutes after we sort of ease into the stream, I'm going to show you guys some behind the scenes in Blender on exactly how we make our crazy animations for our videos. So that should be really fun. Looking forward to it. But for now, I just want to get dirt mining to warm into the stream. I woke up super late today, guys. I woke up at legit 1 p.m. But that's fair because I stayed up till 5:30. So my sleep schedule's pretty broken right now. It all started when I started rewatching the Marvel movies, and now I watch 2 of them a night, and I end up staying up all night. It's a terrible thing. I haven't watched stream in a month. Well, welcome back, Liam. Thanks for being here, dude. Thanks for being here. We hit 4 million yet? Not yet. We are at 3,776,000 dirt right now. Trying to get our dirt up right now. Trying to get our count up. Let me make sure that the sub count for today is accurate. So I'm gonna do that real quick. Let's see. We're gonna go to the timer. What just happened? Kez, thank you for the tier 1. Thank you for the tier 1, Kez. I'm doing something special where anybody who tier 1, 2s, or 3s, can't be a gifty, can't be a prime, I will give you access to the yearbook. So, or not access, but I'll put you in the yearbook for the day. So we need to make a new entry in the yearbook. So it's now the 4th, and Kez is going to be the first one of the day. Kez with a bunch of underscores. We're just going to put an underscore. 1 underscore is probably good. Thank you so much, Kez, for the tier 1. I really appreciate it. If you're on YouTube and you want to be part of the yearbook, it's just usually what we do is $15. Anything equating to $15. 3 gifted subs, $15 donos, anything similar to that. Okay, so let me just check my sub count real quick. It's 237 on Twitch, and then we've got... how many members on YouTube? 75. So 237 plus 75. What a fall off, dude. 237 plus 75 is 312. Okay, so we should have about 312 subs. Just making sure that my count is accurate, because basically what happened was all the subs from the Dirtathon just expired. So what did I say? 312? Yeah, 312, I believe. Sweet. Bam. Okay, there we go. Now my sub count should be correct. On the screen. All right, fix that. How's the music, guys? Too loud? Too quiet? Let me know in the chat. Can you show us Miko? Hi, Miko. Come here. Oh, he's flopping. He's flopping around. What's up? Oh, he was. Wow, where did he go, dude? I don't know where he went. Music is a tad loud? Okay. There we go. All right. Perfect music? All right, cool. Oh, Miko's coming. Miko's coming to get on screen. Let's go. He's about to enter his bed. Oh, wait, he walked by it. Miko, come here. Get in your bed. Oh, nope. He's not ready to lay down yet. Miko, you want to be on stream? You want to be on stream, Bubba? Hi. Hi, buddy. Hi, buddy. Toffee Root, thank you for the prime. 6 months is crazy. I really appreciate it. Not counting towards the goal, but Gonna keep my prime regardless. Gotta rep the goat. Dude, thank you so much. Happy Mardi Gras to you as well. No, I love the primes. I love getting to primes. Even though we're grinding Partner Plus, I still appreciate all my primes and my gifties very, very much. But we're getting closer to Partner Plus. We are getting closer for March. I think we're gonna hit it. So I think we got this no problem, hopefully. But yeah, if anyone wants to tier 3, I'll put you in my little crypt. Same deal as usual until we hit Partner Plus. Are you wearing the Villager Rumble Pack boxers? You know, I'm not, and I don't think I ever will. And that's just the sad truth of it. Gifteds do not count Psycho Valorant, unfortunately. What is Partner Plus? Basically on Twitch, by default, you get like a 50-50 rev split. So Twitch takes 50%, you get 50%. But if you get Partner Plus program, you actually get 60, and Twitch gets 40. So you get a much better cut of all the revenue. So yeah, that's why I'm grinding for that. Because if I get a bigger cut of the revenue, I make more money streaming. And if I make more money streaming, I'll stream more often because I'm more incentivized to do it, you know what I mean? And I'm trying to be a better streamer for you guys because I've been so mad and inconsistent the past couple years with streaming. So I'm trying to step up my game and get to a place where I'm a little more consistent with it. Mog, do you remember me when I said, do you remember me? Wow. Yes, I do, just a person. I do remember you. Do you remember me when I said, do you remember me? What a question. Okay. Let's get to the end of this row here. And then I kind of want to get rid of this Bad Omen bottle clogging up my inventory. What's up, Stotchelin? Nico, why don't you go in your bed? Can I see the tower? Yeah, we can go over the tower. We can check out the tower. Just gonna go ahead and finish mining this real quick. There we go. All right. Let's load all that into one of these shulkers. Perfect. Do you still do super flat world tours? I do. I do. I'm going to do a world tour really soon. All right. Let's see. Let's go ahead and put away our Bad Omen bottle. Miko, go in your bed. The bed's just empty on the stream. It's so sad. It's so sad. Everybody misses you, Miko. You should go in your bed, buddy. Have you ever played any new games to you recently? Honestly, I've just been playing this and Marvel Rivals. Minecraft and Marvel Rivals lately. But I need to do a Subnautica stream soon. I'm thinking maybe on Sunday. It's been like weeks and I still haven't done it. Mog, I'm going to the Minecraft experience in London. Dude, Benji, I hope you have a great time. Sounds awesome. Okay, let's go down here. Cool. It's my birthday? Since 2 minutes ago? Oh my gosh, can we get some happy birth codes for Eamon? What's the current project? Well, we're digging dirt. That's one project. We're trying to clear out all the dirt from this hexagon. But then other than that, we're working on the Vicenium Bay, which is this over here. We need to finish the tower. Then there's two like side towers that go right here on either side of it that we need to do. Then we have to do all the terraforming and a little bit of decorating. But other than that, the project's looking pretty good. So we're getting there. We're getting there on the Vicenium Tower. Slowly but surely. Do you plan to do more collabs with other creators like SOS? Definitely, definitely. In fact, I want to start doing like a lot more collabs on streams, like hanging out with other YouTube creators, Minecraft creators, and just like talking, you know? Chilling, maybe fishing together, digging dirt, I don't know. Something like that. We could do a dirt podcast, a dirt cast. All right, where are we going? So I've split up these two chunks into a bunch of 5 wide rows, as you can see. So we can go ahead and clear these out. That should go pretty fast. Have you ever played Subnautica before? I played it like once when it first came out. Like, I'm talking like 2014, 2013, and then never again. So, and I didn't get very far either. I think it was like in beta at the time. It wasn't like a hugely fleshed out game at the time, I don't think. The SOS movie has like 20 watches from me. Aw, thank you. Guys, if you haven't seen the SOS movie on my channel, go check it out. I worked really hard on it. It's almost 4 hours long. It's like a cinematic. It's my magnum opus. Unfortunately, it's like my least popular video, which is so sad because I worked so hard on it. But I think part of what happened was I had to re-upload due to some copyright issues, and re-uploading really hurts a video's performance. So unfortunately, most of the views on that video are coming from either people going directly to my channel or people seeing it from my shorts. It's like zero people are getting it on their homepage, unfortunately, which is really depressing. So, you know, if you want to help me out, go share that with your family, friends, whoever you think would enjoy it, and I would really appreciate it. Sharing stuff like that actually really does help because I think YouTube's algorithm looks, and if people are sharing a video a lot, it like it's definitely like a really good way for the algorithm to know that people are enjoying the video. Yo, what's going on, dude? What's up, Krat Toast? Sharing is caring? It is caring, dude. Thank you, Zazzy. What day are you on? Seek God, there's no way to know, unfortunately. My world is so old and so weird and cursed that there's no, like, official day count. I mean, like, right now it says I'm on day 7002, but I've played way, way more than that. I think that reset back in, like, 2023. So, yeah, that's only, like, how much I've played since, like, summer 2023. My day count's like super inaccurate for a number of reasons. The SOS movie was amazing. Aw, thank you, Testier Gibbon. I appreciate that very much. YouTubers like you inspire me to make content myself, but I do struggle with motivation and drive space. Drive space is a huge struggle for me as well. Like an enormous struggle. I recommend maybe checking out some cloud services. It's actually pretty cheap to pay for like cloud storage. I use Mega personally, but there's a bunch of different options for cloud drives. You know, you can get like 100 terabytes for pretty cheap, like surprisingly cheap, a lot cheaper than you could get like 100 terabyte hard drive. So yeah, I would recommend trying out the cloud if you're having storage issues. It's probably like 30k days. I would guess it's at least 30k days. Yeah, especially because I used to AFK on my world all the time. There were times in my life where every night before bed I would just leave my world running all night while I slept to get like iron or wool or whatever it was. So if you count AFKing, then easily 30k days, I think. Hey, try not to spam the chat, Caspace, okay? I'm gonna put you in a 30-minute timeout. Who's a bigger YouTuber than Mogswamp? I didn't even see what you said. I'm sorry. Big Z, oh my gosh! Thank you for the $20 dono. That's gonna get you right into the yearbook for the day. I appreciate that so much. All right, Big Z. And you know what? I realized I forgot to read Kez's message, so I'm gonna read both of your messages, starting with Kez. So Kez said, yo, what's up? Proud to be a long-term sub. Glad to see you streaming regularly again. Got through some pretty rough medical news yesterday, and this is just what I needed to lift my mood. I hope you're all good, bro. Oh, dude, I'm sorry to hear about the health stuff. I wouldn't wish health problems on my worst enemy, man. It's just like, it's one of those things that's like, it's universal, but it sucks, man. So I'm sorry to hear that, but hopefully, like you said, hopefully the stream's cheering you up a little bit. And then Big Z said, hey, Mog, I love your videos and watch them every day. I really enjoy the builds. I take inspiration from them, like the greenhouse. Please keep on making videos. I don't know what I would do without them. That's so sweet, dude. I'm gonna thumbs that up. That was your first ever super chat as well, which I really appreciate. Thank you so much for the support, man. It goes a long way. Yeah, the greenhouse, people ask me all the time, what is my favorite build in my entire world? And honestly, I think this greenhouse is like, It's kind of my masterpiece. It's kind of like one of the best things I've ever built, I think. I don't know if I've really topped this. Yeah, I'm very, very proud of this build, to be honest. I really want to update it with all the new plants we can get in the new update, the new spring drop update, because we're going to be able to get the firefly bush. I also haven't even updated the pale garden update yet, so we need the open eye blossoms, the pale moss, the pale hanging vines, all that stuff. And then, yeah, the firefly bush, the dry grass, and the wildflowers are all going to be coming to super flat as well. I'm hoping that bushes will also be coming to super flat, but I'm not sure yet. It doesn't look like they will, but it's up in the air. It's a toss-up at the moment. I need to do some experimenting with the snapshot, probably, to figure it out for sure. But we'll see. We'll see if it happens or not. The greenhouse video was what inspired me to commit to long-term work myself. Dude, Kaz, thank you. That's fair. That's very kind of you. I also remember watching your video on the greenhouse. That was one of my favorite videos I've ever made, to be honest. I'm very, very proud of that build. Bro built the Vanderbilt mansion. Someone on my server actually did build Biltmore. Fidget Bay, I think, was the one who did it. Very impressive. Did you ever end up finding that auto wheat farm you were looking for in January? I did, as a matter of fact, Lilac Lily. I kind of, like, adapted it off of someone else's design, because, like, no one really had a design that worked how I wanted it to. So I ended up sort of copying... I can't remember whose design I used, but I sort of, like, based it off of theirs. It might have been, like, Rayzworks or Logical Geek Boy, one of those two, maybe. And then I kind of, like, adapted it myself. So here's what we got. We got 1, 2, 3, 4 villagers per layer, and then 1, 2, 3, 4 layers. So that's, you know, 4 times 4, 16 villagers in total. All of them are constantly farming the wheat as soon as it grows. They throw the wheat on or their inventories are filled up, so the wheat just goes onto the ground. And then below each layer is a minecart with a hopper, basically just sweeping back and forth, picking up all the wheat, and it all filters down into here. And yeah, all the bone meal from the seeds, actually, so I have a item filter here. Seeds get filtered into here, right into this composter, which spits out bone meal, and then this crafter automatically turns the bone meal into bone blocks for storage reasons. So yeah, we've got a bunch of wheat stacked up in here. In fact, I should probably take some of these empty shulkers right now and just fill these up with wheat real quick, just because the storage is getting pretty full at the moment. So let's do that. Just grab some wheat, fill this up. Grab some out of here. All right, perfect. Looking good. All right. And then we can just stick these wheat shulkers right in here. So these are all shulkers full of wheat here. So finally, I have like just a completely passive way to get wheat in my world, because before I had to use this manual farm right here. This giant manual water sweeping wheat farm, you know, really old fashioned. You press the button, water pours down, all the wheat goes down into this trough and gets picked up by the hoppers. But yeah, this is a pain in the butt because it takes like 15 minutes to replant all this wheat. So, do you know what Sigma is? Yeah, I believe it's what I am. Got him. If you could give one piece of advice to a Minecraft streamer, what would it be? That's tough, because honestly, I don't feel like I'm the best streamer. I feel like I'm a really good like YouTuber, but I don't even feel like I'm the greatest streamer in the world or anything. Why is there a skeleton horse up here? That's the most random thing. We should name that guy. So I don't know. Advice for streaming. I honestly, with streaming, it's kind of like a practice makes perfect kind of thing. At least it was for me. Like, I just kind of had to keep streaming over and over again until I became confident enough. Yeah, I don't know. I'd have to think about what my advice for streamers is, because, like I said, I don't feel like I'm the greatest streamer in the world. I'm much more confident about giving advice for YouTube, because I'm pretty cracked at YouTube. No big deal. Can you call your dad in brain rot terms again? No, never again. That was a one-time thing. It'll never happen again. I would die of embarrassment if it happened again. Is your cat a boy or girl? He's a boy. His name is Miko. Hi. Hi, Nico. Oh, he's so cute. Look at him. He's so snuggly and cute. I love my boy. You're out of the will. Yeah, that was wild. That was a wild moment for real. All right. Let's see. How long have you been doing this, and how much dirt do you still need? I've been digging dirt for like the past 2 years straight, and I'm only like 8% of the way there. I've still got like 46 million dirt or something to mine. Pretty crazy. Your editing is amazing. Watch the SOS video after your post, and it got me hooked on your videos. Oh, thank you, dude. Thank you so much. I wish that... dude, I want justice for the SOS movie. I do. I feel like that upload, it's doing so bad, but I'm so proud of it. Like, the amount of effort I put into it doesn't match the, like, there's videos... put it this way. There's videos that I've tried way less hard on that have, like, 10x the views, and that's frustrating. Because I'm like, dang it, man. Like, I put so much effort into that one, and it's like, I would rather one of the, like, dumb videos I made, like, flop. You know what I mean? But that one's actually, like, I'm proud of it. It's one of those, I wish you could, like, control which videos do well. Because sometimes the dumbest videos do well. Like, I don't know. Growing on YouTube is hard. It is hard. It took me 10 years to have any sort of traction on YouTube. All right, it looks like we're out of shovels, guys. So I think it's time to head to the Nether and start repairing our shovels. This is something we have to do pretty frequent here. Everybody's always like, dude, why not put mending on your shovels? It is mending. They do have mending. It's just that I save all my shovels until they're dead, and then we go and repair them all at once. Because otherwise, we'd constantly have to be going to my XP farm to repair my shovels all the time. Alright, let's see. We're gonna time out the dirt helicopter people. I'm so sorry. Psycho Valorant, dude, thank you for the gifty, man. I really appreciate it. Congratulations, Row Bowling, on the gifted. Heck yeah. You'll no longer see ads on the Twitch stream, but even cooler than that is now you have access to my private Patreon-only server. I guess it's not technically Patreon-only because it's also... what is that ticking? What is that? Oh, okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Let me turn the volume off because this is a very noisy farm. And then, let's see. Go whack one of these guys. Get a whack job. Ah. There we go. All right, come here, piglins. How's your evening going? It's going really well. It doesn't even feel like evening because I woke up so freaking late today. Literally woke up at 1 p.m. God, I gotta fix my sleep schedule so bad. So bad. More dirt helicopter people to time out. No worries, no worries. What's a bomb? Why are you guys saying I have a bomb? I know the pain. I've been getting the West Highway on Flatnet to 250k blocks long, and I think I've explained it to about 40 or 60k, expanded it to 40 or 60k blocks so far. And I keep breaking shovels from pathing. Ooh, God, yeah. Pathing, like, breaks shovels so fast. It feels like it does at least. I don't know if it does, like, more durability or what, but it feels like it just, I don't know. It feels like it just chews through your shovels. Okay, so I need you guys' help. Every time I'm done repairing a shovel, you guys gotta, like, let me know. You guys gotta spam, like, banana in the chat or something, because, I always forget to check. I get distracted by reading chat. Snape, Snape, Severus Snape. Dumbledore. Ron, Ron, Ron Weasley. Oh, what you want to do? So many dirt helicopter people today. What is that about? Thank you, Dom. Dom got it before I could. How to update Minecraft without removing the world. Yeah, I just don't know what you mean by that. So I'm gonna put you in timeout as well because you're spamming. No spam in the YouTube chat, guys. Do you have a server? I do have a server. I do. Ooh, thank you for the banana, chat. I do have a server. It's called Flatnet, play.flatnet.gg. If you're on Bedrock, the port is 25565. All the info you need is in the description of the stream or below the stream on Twitch. Or you can join my Discord, discord.gg/Mogswamp if you want all the info. People can help you join, help you get started on the Discord. So, yeah, check out the Discord community. It's a fun place to be. I'm doing a 30-day building challenge to get better at building. Are there any techniques or tips you can give builders? Because your builds are masterpieces. You know, I actually, believe it or not, I trained Jaren, a fellow YouTuber. He did a video where he built every day for 30 days. And he had me come give him advice in that video and show him like some of my building techniques. So you could check out that video because it's like you could actually see me like hands-on. It's kind of hard to just give building tips without like looking at anything. Like if you have a build, I can always give advice on like how to make it better or like ways to improve. It's hard to just give general building tips. I'd say my biggest one is probably to stop trying to build directly out of your imagination and start using a lot more reference images. It's like a cheat code, basically. Because then, you know, if you're trying to come up with builds straight out of your brain, you're basically trying to be a professional architect, which people train for years to be architects, you know what I mean? So it's really good if you just look at some concept art on Pinterest, or you can also use Pinterest for looking at Minecraft builds. It is like my go-to way to find reference imagery for a build. So I super recommend Pinterest. It's by far the best way to get reference for Minecraft builds. Chat looks like we're just spamming banana. It's okay, don't worry. It does help me out. It does help me out. All right. Watching from the Philippines. I love your videos. Oh, dude, thank you. Is the cat named Banana? No, the cat is named Miko. People spam Banana in the chat when my shovel is done being repaired. That way I notice, and I know to switch it out. How do you terraform in creative and make it hollow for building and survival? There are some commands you can run to hollow things out, but man, I struggle a lot with that, Ando. A lot of the times I don't even leave it hollow, and I just light Matica and only do the outside of the build, which is a little bit tedious because you kind of have like, you have to think harder about what you're doing when you're building in survival and like figure out which parts you're not supposed to actually build or what. A really good tip is if you build out of like a block that you're never going to use, like diamond blocks or something, then it makes it very easy to see like, okay, this is like, these diamond blocks are the inside of the terraforming. I don't really need to place these. Super, thank you for the $2. Oh, Banana, you're right. Thank you. Your cat looks really cute. He's adorable, isn't he? I love him so much. How to join your server on Bedrock? The port is 25565. The IP is play.flatnet.gg. That should be everything you need, I believe. If you're having trouble, I would just recommend joining the Discord. Someone can help you out in there. Discord.gg/Mogswamp. Bro, fix your community? I don't know how. Wow, what is up with the dirt helicopter, people? This is really wild. Was that a preemptive Banana? You said it right before it happened. That was crazy. Ryan Reynolds, like, on it. Miko! Are people saying Banana for no reason? No, they're saying Banana anytime my shovel is ready to be switched out. Anytime my shovel can be swapped, so they're helping me out. I don't know why we picked Banana as a code word. We picked that like 2 years ago, and we've just been using it ever since. There's a spider? Someone said there's a spider near my neon sign, but I don't see it. I think you're looking at the cord for the neon sign. Oh, banana. Can you smile at stream for a second? Sure. Was that good enough? I don't know. Was that what you were looking for? Chat, smile back. Yeah, everybody smile back at me. Slay baddie. Oh my god, thank you. Ah, man. It didn't work out today. But I don't think I have time to because I woke up so late. It's hard to find time to get outside before the sun goes down when you wake up at 1 p.m. I need to fix my sleep schedule. What do I do, guys? Do I just stay up all night tonight? Like, what is the... How do I fix this? How do I get out of this trap? I can't keep staying up until 5:30 a.m. What do I do? Oh, banana. Thank you, guys. What Minecraft YouTubers do you get inspiration from? I draw a lot of inspiration from Ethos Lab. I get a lot of inspiration from, let's see, like, I've definitely been very inspired by Kalani in the past and his editing style. Parrot and Recrap both inspire me quite a bit. Thank you, Rebella, for the for moderating. I appreciate it. How you doing? Yo, speaking of Rebella just put out a banger video. Rebella's back on the YouTube grind. We should react to it, honestly, because I actually thought it was a really cool video. It's like, it's mods that like are very vanilla. So like mods that are like, I guess it was like resource packs more so than mods that are like super vanilla. Like vanilla plus, I think is what a lot of people call it, where it's like almost vanilla, but just slightly different, which is like my kind of resource pack. Because I just never got behind like texture packs that are super different from the vanilla game, because I'm just kind of a vanilla guy when it comes to Minecraft. For real, Rebella makes fire vids. For real. Bubby Fox says, you can either wake up at the desired time that you want to fix your sleep schedule, or you can, and do that for about 3 days, or you can slowly set a different alarm every night and work your way towards the waking time goal. Yeah, maybe I could like every day set an earlier alarm until I get there. But that, I just feel like I'll still stay up late and I just won't be getting as much sleep. That's what usually happens when I set alarms. So I feel like I need to figure out how to get to bed earlier, not how to wake up earlier. Because waking up early, waking up earlier is like only, you know, that doesn't mean that I'm actually going to bed earlier as well. You know what I'm saying? I gotta figure out how to stop. You literally just gotta force yourself. Ugh. There has to be another way. Sorry, I went Hermione Granger there for a second. Devil snare. It's deadly fun, but it hates the sun. Just get your girlfriend to pour ice water on you to wake up? That sounds awful. That sounds terrible. You have to learn a thing called discipline? Yeah, I was never great at that. I've got discipline for some things, I guess. I've got discipline for random things, but not others. Fellow Harry Potter nerd? Yeah, dude. I'm a zillennial. What do you think? Get some sleeping pills? I don't know. I don't want to try like medicating. I want to do this myself. Maybe that's my toxic trait, but I want to fix my sleep without outside help. I want to just willpower my way through this. You could hit the melatonin. I could try it. Tom must be 12. Thank you for the $2 super chat. Hey Mog, a long time no see. Did you see my music? What music? I can't remember. I'm sorry, Tom. Did you post in the Discord? Did you send it to me? I can't remember what it was. You had made. Were you the one that made a soundtrack, Tom? I think you were the one that made the soundtrack, right? I think I did hear that. If so, yeah, the soundtrack off stream. Yeah. I remember now. It's all coming back to me, Tom. Melatonin works wonders. It's like natural, right? Mog, you're starving. You're so right. You're so true. Do you have a tutorial on your channel for this gold farm? This is a gold farm designed by a YouTuber called Redstone CPU. No space, redstone CPU. She makes some really fire designs. I don't think there's a tutorial for this one, but there is an episode of her Let's Play where she builds this gold farm. And basically, she just sent me the world download. Oh, banana. Or find another unspecified way to get sleepy when you move back to Mass. Yeah, that's more my speed. Now you're talking, Toffee. Now you're talking. Melatonin is produced by your body naturally. Got it, got it. So you're just like supplementing it. It's like taking a vitamin, I guess, huh? Is your email public so I can send you photos from my 30-day building challenge? Not really. I don't really have a public email. You could send it to me on Discord though. Discord's kind of the like best and only way to reach me. People like DM me on Twitter and I don't see it for like 6 months. Been watching for 4 years. Only regret is that there isn't more videos. Love the content. Dude, Khaled, that's my only regret too. Gotta figure out how to do even more videos. Show the current headset dent? No, see, my hair is so thick that it repels the headset from denting my skull. That's why you gotta have nice thick hair like me. Thank God I didn't get the low taper fade or I'd have the biggest dent right now. I recommend melatonin, and if you indulge in jazz cigarettes, combine the two. Jazz cigarettes, that's funny. Harry Potter audiobook, best way to sleep. Harry Potter. Harry Potter. Mogswamp, let down your hair. What am I, Rapunzel over here? Looking like Tangled. So, someone did say when I cut my hair that I looked like the Flynn Lockhart guy, and I was like low-key offended. I know he's supposed to be a handsome prince or whatever, but like, I don't know why, it just offended me. Speaking of, when are we voting for hair color? Hair color has been chosen, and the appointment has been made, but it's in like 2 weeks because my hairdresser was out of town for honeymoon? Maybe? I can't remember. I can't remember what the reason was. Banana. All right. Do you guys want to, while I keep preparing these shovels, would you guys like to look at that Rebella video real quick? Because we're in between songs. I feel like it's the perfect time to do so. I think you guys will really enjoy this. This is like such a sick list of resource packs. All right. So this is like like I said, this is like the perfect resource pack video for me. Because I just don't really love resource packs. I like vanilla, but there are some little tiny things about vanilla I wish were changed, and that's basically what this video shows. And it's a really good list. So let's get the react on the screen. Bam. We'll put that up there in the corner. Can we make it even bigger? We'll make it even bigger for you guys. We'll put it like this big because all we're doing is repairing stuff. And let me get my react over here for you guys as well. Bam. We're going to put that just like in the center over the game. What music to listen to sleep, guys? I don't really listen to music while I sleep, but I would try like some smooth jazz or something. All right. Let me know if you guys can hear this all right. I'm going to turn it up a little bit.
If you like the look of vanilla Minecraft and don't want to add a ton of new mobs, blocks, and items to the game, here's 10 of the best Vanilla Plus Minecraft resource packs. Zaylee's Enhanced Vanilla advertises itself as a resource.
Oh, dude, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Oh, lily pad flowers. See, like, I want lily pad flowers so bad in the game. I don't know about you guys, but, like, this is, like, one of my top most wanted features in the entire game. I also really like these bulrushes. These are very, very pretty. Or cattails, whatever you want to call them. What are they called? I've heard them called both, bulrushes and cattails. What do you guys call? Here, I'm going to do a poll real quick. What do you call the plant? I want to know what you guys call them. Bulrushes or cattails? I'm going to do a poll on both YouTube and Twitch and see what you guys think. And whatever you guys say, that's what I'm going to call them from now on. What do you call it? Bulrushes or cattails? All right. YouTube says cattails. Oh, like 88% of people say cattails. That's crazy. Okay. Almost no one calls them bulrushes. What about Twitch and poll? What do you guys call it? Cattails? 100% of you call it cattails. That's insane. Water sausages? That's crazy.
Resource pack for people who hate them. This pack keeps it as vanilla as possible while adding subtle details.
Oh, wait, is that a Moobloom? Wait, oh, I want Moobloom in the game so bad.
This pack keeps it as vanilla as possible while adding subtle details that enhance the game. Blocks blend better for paths and builds. The plants help add immersion.
Yo! Okay, I know we just got cactus flowers in the game officially, but it would be cool if they had some variants like this. I like the yellow and the white ones. Like, I think we got pink ones in the game, right? The yellow and the white ones actually go really hard. I love that. Inedible corn dogs. Inedible corn dogs is another great name for it.
Immersion and the add-ons that go along with
Wait, we got cactus flowers? You guys didn't know? You guys didn't know? Hold on. Let me show you. Minecraft cactus flower. Yeah, it's a brand new thing in the game. Here it is. Bam. Looks like this on the block. Very nice. Very nice addition to the game, in my opinion. I was super happy when they added those. Literally going surgery after 20 hours. Wish me luck. Oh my god, Toastite. Good luck. I hope you recover swiftly. I hope it's non-stressful for you. That's a little scary. I've never really had surgery, so good luck, and I hope you'll like I said, I hope you'll recover super fast.
Bring Minecraft to life. Next up is Vanilla Evolved, a homey and cozy feeling pack that features adorable plants and custom models that enhance the look of Minecraft.
See, this is so nice. Like, I like it because it's like, it's almost vanilla. Like, it's barely different, but it's like just a little bit more textured and cozy.
The flora is definitely the star of this pack, with an optional add-on for 3D flowers that truly make the game feel magical. Just look at this beautiful garden. Normally textures are 16 by 16, but Faithful has
Whoa! Okay, I love this one. For whatever reason, the like 8 by 8 textures just makes it feel like an even more retro game. Like if Minecraft came out in like the 90s or something. It's got such a cool look to it.
Adorable vanilla pack. Downscaling all the textures really makes you feel like a little mouse when you're building.
Yeah, it does look so tiny. It makes everything look tiny. It reminds me of Rats SMP in a weird way.
And cozy. Ice cream, not to be confused with the delicious treat, is similar to Zaylee's and Mellowed, which you'll see later on in this video. This pack brings a soft, toned-down vibe to
yeah, that's very like subtle.
by adding subtle changes. If you're in the mood for a chill night,
like I almost like wouldn't even be able to tell that there's a pack on this, right? Like it's very subtle, but it is kind of nice. I do like this crafting table. That's a really nice crafting table. The crafting tables in game are very ugly, I will say. One of the ugliest blocks.
For a chill night of mining, this pack is for you. Exploring is definitely encouraged when using Nature X. While enhancing the biomes seen around your world.
Wait, little butterflies!
Seen around.
Oh, wow. I want butterflies in the game. Dude, press 1 if you guys want little butterfly particles in the game. What video is this? This is Rebella Rose. Rebella on YouTube. She's got 4K subs. This video has 3,400 views. So super underrated. I'm going to leave a like. I'm already subscribed. I'll spam the link when we're done watching the video so you guys can go comment and give some support. And yeah, dude, everybody loves the butterflies. Heck yeah. Dude, I would love little butterfly particles like this just around all the flowers. Or maybe only in the flower meadows would be cool. I don't know. Either way.
Seen around your world, this pack also helps bring plants, trees, and nature to life. My favorite part is building with the coral and creating immersive interiors.
Whoa, wait. What was that plant? I love that like indoor fern, ficus kind of thing. That is sick. I love that.
Interiors and farms. This pack is aptly named, as it really feels like vanilla reimagined. The animated blocks,
Wait, oh, I liked that sheep texture.
Named, as it really feels like vanilla reimagined.
Oh, and I do like, wait, do you guys like the pigs with the ears? I like this sheep. He's cute. And look at the pig with the ears, the little floppy ears. Oh my gosh. Officer Appo with the 5 gifties on Twitch. Thank you so much, homie. real quick, let me take a break from the video just to add you into the yearbook for today, Officer Appo. That is incredibly generous. I think you hit us up last stream too, didn't you? There you go. You were in here twice last stream. So I can just, you make it nice and easy for me, man. I can just copy paste you right into here. Don't even have to type it again. Thank you so much, man. That support is amazing. Congratulations to 1CR Panda, Casey Price 99, Dead GST, Ammo, Fate, and Okay It's Ari on getting those gifties. Heck yeah. All right, back to the Rebella video real quick. I just want to get through. It's a super short video. There's like 2 more minutes.
Reimagined. The animated blocks, custom GUI textures, and custom mobs.
Ooh, wait, the like.
Reimagined. The animated blocks, custom GUI textures.
This, I kind of like the like perspective on the crafting table. That's pretty cool. Do you guys like that, or is it like too much? What do you guys think? It's like, I guess it doesn't look super Minecrafty, but it is really cool. It is really, really cool. Wait, I love that. Dude, actually so sick. Actually super sick.
And custom mobs really add a lot while not feeling overdone or cluttered. It really keeps the vanilla vibes. It comes with a few add-ons, including this bee pack. I mean, come on. Look at him, so cute.
Wait, the bees are like actually tiny. They're like appropriately sized. That's actually kind of a cool change. I do love Minecraft bees, but they are huge. They're like the size of your head. Can you imagine seeing a bee the size of your head in real life?
A pack so vanilla, it's hard to tell what's changed.
Whoa.
Vanilla Experience Plus adds helpful tools like note block menus, seeing through scaffolding, seeing the sticky on the piston side, beautiful custom GUI menus, and really cool custom item textures. I also think the spawn eggs are really—
Wait, that's so funny. They did just add this. Wow. That's when you know that the mods are really good, like Vanilla Plus mods, when they actually get added to the game like a week later. That's crazy. That's so funny.
Cute and funny. Speaking of super cute, Lucy gives me a lot of Adventure Time vibes without being too cartoonish.
Yeah, this is like, I think this might be my favorite one in the video.
Overly stylized.
There's something about it that's just so like
as vanilla as some of the
adventure-y? I can't describe it. It's like very vanilla, but it's like perfectly cartoony.
There's the satisfyingly smooth textures help make every house a cozy home. Just like in 1.13 when Minecraft's textures were smooth, Mellowed is a second pass with that same philosophy. This pack makes the game look so soft, like every block could be a pillow.
Whoa, wait, that does look so soft.
Same philosophy. This pack
I want to eat it.
Makes the game look so soft, like every block.
This, I want to eat the stone. I want to take a big bite out of it. It looks like one of those, it looks like that, what do they use on cakes? Fondant? Fondue? Fondant? What is it called? What is it called? Help me out, guys. Fondant? I don't know what it's called. Fondant? Fondant? I don't know why, it just looks like a cake. Like, I just want to take a bite out of that.
Block could be a pillow. If the default textures are a little too bright for you, this pack really mellows it out. Get it? Anyway, if you're a real Rebella OG, you know how much I love this pack. Better Vanilla Building is an amazing vanilla-esque pack with tons of features.
Wow, the signs look really good. I like these barrels too. That crafting table is really nice. Yeah, dude, seeing all these crafting table textures makes me feel like crafting tables need an update. Also, the bricks, the way they like bleed into the next block is really cool.
And add-ons. If you're looking for something with vanilla vibes, but tons of cool features to play with, this is your pack. It has connected textures, bushy leaves, and overlays, but not only that, it has custom armor, tools, and more. I mean, check out this sick bee outfit. Like, are you kidding me? This pack really adds some magic and fun to vanilla Minecraft while using vanilla mechanics.
Oh, those shulkers are cool. Dude, I realized the other day there's a Minecraft feedback Discord, so I joined it. And there's a channel in the Minecraft feedback Discord where they say like all the features that they absolutely have refused, like that they definitely won't add. And one of the features that Mojang said they definitely are never adding is ducks. And I just don't understand why. They look so good. Every time I've ever seen like a chicken retextured as a duck into the game, I'm like, why don't they add these? Ducks would be so nice. I like literally don't understand why they have like what do they have against ducks? It's so confusing to me. It would really add a lot to rivers, I feel like.
Easy to understand and super fun to use and build with. To help enhance these overhaul packs, here are a few of my favorite GUI texture packs if you're sick of staring at all of those gray inventories. All packs shown in this video are available for download on Modern, and all of the builds you've seen are available on my Patreon for download. Thanks so much for watching.
Oh, that's crazy. All the builds are Rebella's. I didn't even realize that. Well, amazing video. Thank you, Rebella Rose, for letting us react to that incredible video. I just thought I wanted to share it with you guys because, I don't know, I'm really picky about what kind of resource packs and mods I like, and all of these were, like, so spot on. So cozy and, like, just a little tiny tweaks. Just little tiny tweaks.
Hello, and welcome back to my...
So I'm going to, real quick, paste that into the chat. I'm going to spam the link real quick. Guys, if you could go like it, comment on it, subscribe to Rebella, that would be amazing. Let her know what your favorite pack in the video was. And yeah, she just hit 4K subscribers. So you can be an OG. You can get there under 10K subs. So yeah, go check her out. She's a really talented creator. Anyways, we're almost done repairing these shovels. And then after I'm done repairing these shovels, I think I want to get into the main event for today, which is we're gonna sort of talk about animation and how I make some of my Minecraft animations with my editor. We're going to pull him into the stream. He's going to show a recent Blender project we did for the SOS movie. And we're just going to sort of talk about like our process, how we do that stuff. So that should be really fun. Officer Apo, dude, holy moly. Thank you for the 1,000 bits. You're crazy, dog. Is that $10 in bits? That's crazy. I think it is. I love the crafting tables. Me too, man. After seeing that, I'm like, dude, crafting tables might need a texture update. They look kind of bad. They look kind of butts, if you ask me. Where did my music go? Is this my music? Where's my music? Is it just hiding from me? Where'd it go? Where did my music go? Maybe I just X'd out of it. What? That's okay. We'll get another Vaporwave soundtrack going. Let's see. This looks good. Oh god, it's so loud. There we go. That's the vibe I'm looking for today. I don't know why. I just woke up in a Vaporwave mood. It's 2015 again, ladies and gentlemen. Banana, thank you guys. What does the soul sand do? The soul sand basically is like a tiny bit shorter than a regular block. If you look here, see, this is the regular block. This is the soul sand. It's tiny bit shorter. And what that means is that hoppers can suck items through the block. Normally, you'd need a hopper minecart to suck an item through a block. But with soul sand, you just need a regular hopper and all the items get sucked right through. It's really cool feature. God, I hope not. Wait, you hope not what? What do you hope not? That it's 2015 again? Is that what you were responding to? Ambient Sounds Resource Pack is one I'd recommend. The little sounds of biomes that get added make everything so much more immersive. That sounds really good, Lilac Lily. Every time Minecraft has added more sounds to the game, it just like, it ups the immersion so much. It's probably one of the things I'm looking forward to in the new update, in the spring drop update the most, is just the sound updates. Because I don't know if you guys have heard it, but they added like sand blowing around in the desert. They added like a little cricket sound to the firefly bushes. It's really cool. The one I have is called Dynamic Surroundings. Ooh, that sounds really nice. I'll have to look it up. I can't click the link on mobile. Okay, yeah, if you're watching on YouTube and you can't click on the Rebella Rose video that we spammed in chat, just look up Rebella on YouTube. It should pop right up. Robella. Make sure to tell her you came from a Mogswamp stream and show lots of love, okay? I love to be super kind to all the people we react to. Try to do ethical reacts, you know what I mean? I'm not trying to steal anybody's content. I just want to put a spotlight on some of the smaller creators in the community, and yeah. uplift people in the community as to the best of my ability. I think Rebella is here. Rebella is here. Thief? I'm not. No, stop. No. Oh, banana. Last shovel, last one. And then, like I said, we're going to fly back into the overworld and switch things up a little bit. We're going to get into a little bit of a behind the scenes. I think you guys are really, really going to enjoy it. Where are all my pigs at? Come on, spawn in, lazy pigs. How long do you think the stream will go for? It's going to have to be a little bit of a shorter one today because I have plans around 7. Okay, that was it. That was all of my shovels. So let's turn our sounds back on before I forget, because sometimes I just forget to turn them on again. I've ruined so many recordings because I just forget to put my sounds back on. All right, there we go. Let's put the totem back in our offhand. We should be good to go. We should check on how much gold we have as well, because this thing is constantly producing gold. Basically, all the gold nuggets from this farm get filtered down here, and they all get crafted by these auto crafters into right here into gold ingots. And then you also just get some raw gold ingots from the piglins. All right, let's see. Is this all full yet? We still got some storage left. That's good. Okay, got a couple double chests left, full of storage. That's good. I'm just trying to make sure that this doesn't completely fill up. This is all for my piglin bartering system. So piglin bartering is really helpful in Super Flat because you can get, it's like, honestly, it's my main source of a lot of things. My main source of nether brick, my main source of soul sand, main source of obsidian. It's my main source of quartz, main source of gravel and blackstone. So it's like one of the most helpful features in the whole game, to be honest. Okay. All right. Let's go back to the overworld real quick. And then, yeah, I want to get into the main reason for this stream, which is a little behind-the-scenes look at our animating capabilities. Okay, so this is actually going to be a Mogswamp video. Real quick, I wanna plug that. I am working on more Mogswamp main channel videos all the time. I've got like 3 in production right now, so don't worry. Wow, look at the view of the tower from here. That's so cool how it just like right straight out this door. You can just see the right to the tower. That's so sick. What a cool view. Wow, that looks awesome. And it's gonna go even taller too. It's gonna go like up to here. It's gonna look so cool when it's done. Anyways, what was I even saying? Shaders? I don't have shaders on right now. Ugh. Okay, so we're gonna save and quit. Real quick, I wanna shout out that this will be a Mogswamp video. And so I do want to shout out my my side channel, Mogswamp. I've been really trying to basically like the kind of videos I do. I take a very like quality over quantity approach to YouTube, where like all of my videos I try really hard on them, but that means I only get to upload like once a month, if that, like 10 videos a year, you know what I mean? And so I started a second channel, Mogswamp, to do more like stream highlight, like more of a quantity over quality approach on the second channel, so that you guys have some content in between my my uploads on the main channel. So today we're going to be filming a Mogswamp video about behind the scenes how we do our Blender animations. So if you want to be in the video, I'm going to turn the chat on the sidebar here, and you guys can be a part of the video. So you can say hi YouTube in the chat if you want to say hi to the YouTube audience. But yeah, without further ado, we're going to get into a little behind the scenes look. So, animation. I love animation. You know what? I should record. Let me start recording. Okay, yeah. I love animation. I love animation. I grew up, let's see. I was born in 1996, which was actually the tail end of Disney's Renaissance. Let me actually show you guys. I even prepared a little bit of a thing here. So, if we look here, oop, what is that? What'd I click? There we go. Nope, still wrong. What am I looking for? If we look here, there we go. The Disney Renaissance. The Disney Renaissance. I guess the Disney Renaissance is a period from 1989 to 1999. So I was born in 1996, right at the tail end of the Disney Renaissance. And so the movies that came out during the Disney Renaissance, you got Little Mermaid, Beauty and the Beast, Aladdin, Lion King, Pocahontas, Hunchback of Notre Dame, Hercules, Mulan, and Tarzan. Like back to back to back to back bangers from Disney. Right? So that is like right when I was born. So as a kid, like on VHS, that was the movies I grew up with. Okay? Then, as I'm growing up and getting a little older, you enter the golden age of Pixar. So if you look here, someone on Reddit put this together. You have Toy Story, 1995, Bugs Life, 98, Toy Story 2, 99, Monsters, Inc., Finding Nemo, Incredibles, Cars, Ratatouille, WALL-E, Up, and Toy Story 3. So that is like right as I'm a kid. That is what I'm experiencing in the world of animation. You know, you have Shrek that came out, and then, yeah, I grew up with all of these golden age Pixar movies, especially WALL-E was my absolute favorite growing up. So from a very young age, I was obsessed with animation because I was born into a very golden age for animation. And then, as I became a teenager, we entered the golden age of Cartoon Network. So you had Adventure Time, you had The Regular Show, you had things like Steven Universe, Gravity Falls on Disney. I mean, that was like an insanely good time for cartoon shows. And then, as I, was later in high school into college, I became obsessed with Studio Ghibli films, Miyazaki. This is my favorite film, famously, Princess Mononoke, my favorite film of all time. So really, animation has played an incredibly big role in my life, is the point I'm trying to make here. So when I went to university, I actually went for animation. I studied art specifically was my major, but then within art, you had to pick a concentration. So like painting, sculpting, my concentration was animation. And that is where I met my editor, Brian. We met in college and we instantly hit it off, became best friends because we're both obsessed with Super Smash Bros. Melee. And yeah, a few years ago, when my YouTube channel was beginning to pick up in views, Brian basically reached out, asked me if I needed some help, and I was like, dude, come help me animate stuff. And so ever since then, we have been doing more and more animations in the YouTube videos, and I'm super proud of them. Here's an example of a 2D animation we recently did, just to show you a little bit like what I'm talking about here. So this was my video, I built a dragon egg monument in my forever world. Let me just pause the music here for a second. Yeah, this was a recent animation we did. How do I... There we go. So this is pretty fun. This is using a technique called rotoscoping, where you trace something happening. So yeah, bam.
One of the most legendary items
in all of Minecraft. There can only be one per world, and if you lose it, it's gone forever. Even if you're super duper cool, right? So that is a 2D animation that Brian and I planned out together. But today, what I mostly want to talk about is the Blender animations in my videos, because a lot of people have been asking me, how do you do this? So here's an example from my recent Minecraft Build and Seek video. I absolutely love this shot. He killed it. Super atmospheric. You got the little snow particles, you got the clouds. So this terrain, all the candy canes and stuff, this was a totally different world. We kind of just pasted the different assets in to create this little scene here. Super vibey. See, that's the actual build there. So we kind of just took that and plopped it into Blender, into this little environment here. So super fun, right? So a lot of people, more and more people lately are just like asking me, how do we go about making these? And so I wanted to sort of give you guys a little bit of an insight. And the first step when it comes to making these animations is to storyboard. So what I mean by that is we get together, Brian and I, into a program. I use a program called Figma for this, which I really love. But basically, what we do is we do these things called thumbnail sketches. And if you guys probably know the word thumbnail, obviously, but the whole idea of it is that it is as big as your thumbnail. Like it's supposed to be a tiny sketch so that you're not supposed to spend a lot of time on thumbnail sketching, right? You're supposed to basically get them out really quick and dirty. And so here is a example of a storyboard that we did for the recent SOS movie. So we knew that we wanted a shot of me entering a movie theater, going to sit down as there was a countdown from like 3, 2, 1, the old-timey sort of film countdown. And then we wanted my character to sort of get sucked up into the air as like a portal appeared on the movie theater screen. And then as my character gets pulled into the movie theater screen, there's a zoom in on the screen and it sort of transitions into the next shot, right? So that was our storyboard. That's the first step to making one of these animations. So that's what we did. We storyboarded that out. The next step after that is to actually build the set. And so that's where I usually work with Rebella on building a lot of these sets. We've done some really cool ones in the past. We had a big plane crash set that we did for just a regular plane set that we did for what is it called? What was that video called? Tunneler's Dream, the 100 Days Underground. And that is actually the same scene that we have on my BRB screen for Twitch. Check it out. So that right there is actually a Blender animation. We went for like a pixelated style, but that actually started out as an actual Minecraft set. So here's a little footage of we're gonna in the Mogswamp video we're gonna cut to building the actual set with Rebella. But for the sake of the stream, let me just show you what we ended up doing. So we grabbed some reference images of a movie theater here, and then we got started. The first thing we did was build the actual screen. And so I knew that a typical 1920 by 1080 video is what is the, it's 6 by 19. What, right? No, what am I saying? Yeah, 16 by 9. I just had like a stroke. It is a 16 by 9 aspect ratio. I don't know why I just yes, so a typical HD video is 16 by 9, can't even talk, which is really convenient for Minecraft because you can just build 16 blocks across and then 9 blocks tall, and you get the perfect size of a screen. So we made that green so it'd be super easy to key out. And then we basically built the entire theater and it's scaling around this screen. So then we built a little stage that goes in front. We started doing some curtains up the side. We decided to use black glazed concrete for like this sort of carpet you see in movie theaters. There's always like a kind of 90s pattern carpet that you see in movie theaters. And then the next thing we did was work on the chairs. So we used mangrove stairs and then little fence gates in between as the little armrests. Then we built the exit signs. Rebella has an actual head, like a player head database. And so we were able to get these little exit sign player heads, which look super, super cool. And then we basically just went and copied the chairs as I'm doing here, up and up and up until we had a bunch of rows of them. So then there's all of our rows of the chairs. The next thing to do after that was work on the walls. So we ended up just using some like dark oak trapdoors down the side. And then eventually we built the little side tunnels, the little speakers, the lights, the emergency lights up the top. And that was basically it. That's our movie theater. So the next step after that was to take this set and bring it into Blender and then start to animate it. So I'm going to actually call up my editor right now, and I will show you guys exactly how we go about doing that. So let me give him a call, see if he's ready. Hello.
Yo, what's up?
Yo, yo. All right, so I have just gone over the storyboarding process with chat, and then we looked at how Rebella and I built the actual set for the movie. So then the next step is bringing it into Blender. So do you want to screen share, maybe?
Yeah, I can do that.
All right, sweet.
Give me
Let me go ahead and pop you out real quick.
Discord looks different.
What, a Discord update or something?
Yeah. New icons.
What the heck did I just do? Ignore that, sorry.
I'll not click that.
Okay, there we go. All right, let's get this on to the stream real quick. All right, here we go. So, yeah, take it away, man. All you.
Okay. So, usually I get the set from Mog after he's done building a Rebella. So this is the theater that I'm gonna be working with. And so I take this entire build and then I would import it into Blender. So Blender has like there's this Minecraft add-on that lets you import builds into Blender. So then this is basically what it looks like.
So is that built in or is that like a plugin basically?
It's a plugin. You gotta download it somewhere.
Gotcha.
So essentially, once I get it, there's a few things I need to do. So there's some like cleanup. Let me open up a separate file. So this is what it technically looks like when I put it into Blender for the first time. A few things you're gonna notice. I'm not gonna try and get into the nitty gritty too much. I'm just gonna give you like a general idea of how I do this, but
One sec. Can you turn your mic up at all?
I can go a little closer. Hello, can you hear me?
Oh, that's a little better. Chat, how does that sound, chat? Better?
Hello.
Yeah, I think that's good. You sound better now.
Okay, so if you look in the Blender scene, you can see how like the textures look super blurry, right?
Yeah, it's like it's trying to like I have that issue in Photoshop. If you import pixel art into Photoshop, it like blurs it all because it's trying to like scale it up basically.
It's the interpolation, so
Yep.
I have to like manually set it to closest so it gets that like, classic Minecraft look.
The real sharp edges, yep.
Yeah, so I have to do a lot of cleaning up, making sure that looks good. Another thing is sometimes the textures that are imported are incorrect. Like if you look at this pumpkin head.
Oh, what the heck? Okay, so those were the wither skulls we used for the speakers. Okay.
Yeah. So I have to manually go in and fix all the textures, replace everything. It's kind of annoying, but it's just part of the process.
So how do you do that? Like, how do you get the texture for the wither skull to replace that?
So I just go on the same like database that Rebella uses. I can download the textures as a PNG.
Okay.
And that lives in like the asset library, and I just pull from there.
Got it. So what is the name of that head database? Do you know?
It's like name
MC?
Name MC. No, it's something else. I forget.
It's called head. Oh, it's literally called head database. Okay, got it. Thank you, Rebella.
Yeah, I go there and here, let me go back to your other file. So let's see if I can.
Okay, yeah, I see. So you probably just need like the UUID or whatever it is.
No, I take the PNG. So this texture here,
Yep.
and I have to like manually fix them all. So like if you look, each of these faces corresponds to like the side of a texture.
Got it. Got it. So you have to like
Yeah, I have to like
actually line it up.
yeah, it's a process,
A little
but
bit tedious, yeah.
yeah, it's just how it works. But in the end, it looks pretty good. So I have to fix all those. Another thing is you're gonna notice how it's like, see how it's hard to like see through the walls. I have to essentially enable something called backface culling, which essentially makes it transparent.
On the back. Got
Mm,
it.
Yeah, this is just key when you're working with interiors.
Is
It's just
that
so
just
much
to
easier
make
to
it
work with.
easier to see for yourself, or is that more to like save performance because it's not having to render things that aren't showing?
No, it's just for me,
Just for
so I can
ease
like
ease of
see the
use.
scene.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Got
Yeah,
it.
otherwise it's gonna be like, how
Yeah, really
do you see
annoying.
the shot?
Yep.
Uh, anyway, so you do a bunch of cleanup, right? And the next thing is uh putting in the characters, right? So this Blender software also allows me to import character models, like they have their own built-in rigs and whatnot. The only real thing you would need to do is retexture everybody,
Got it. And when you say
because
built-in
everyone,
rigs, so like a rig is basically like the skeleton for the player model.
yeah,
So like you can just basically grab like its hand and move its hand and like pose it like it's one of those like drawing wooden figurines almost.
yep. So if I were to here, I can import a, let's see, player mob, put in a simple player, and if you look, it's Steve.
Okay, got it, got
So
it.
what I have to do is just essentially swap out the texture, and I'll have like whoever is going to be here.
And so you can just like pose that however you want basically.
Yeah, I can control the limbs. Um,
Oh, look at
hello,
that. Okay. Cool.
hello. So it's pretty handy for animation. So after I like get all the actors in, all the SOS people and you, the next key thing I would be doing is like the actual animation.
Okay.
So first thing I would do is animate the camera because I need to at least kind of get an idea of how the shot's gonna go. And we worked out through storyboarding that basically the camera is gonna, zoom forward a bit, and then towards the end it's gonna get sucked into this like black hole portal thing.
All right, so that's kind of cool. So the left side of your screen is the camera's perspective, and then the right side of your screen is just like almost like free cam. You're just flying around going wherever you want. So you can actually see the camera moving in on the
Yeah,
right side. Got it. So the camera is
this is
that
how
little that little cone thing there.
yeah, you can let's see. Let me whoop, right here. This is the
That's the
camera.
camera. Got it.
And you can see as I move the timeline, it moves.
Very cool.
Yep. This is like key to have like a reference on the left
Yeah.
and on the right while you're like moving like editing the scene, you can tell what's going on. So once I get the camera animated, the next thing would be animating the actual characters. So this is like it's kind of hard to like explain, but
Well, before you get into animating the characters,
yeah.
I noticed like I have the popcorn and the drink there. So like, what's the process? Because those aren't like actual in-game
Oh,
items.
true.
So like, what's
Yeah.
the process behind those?
So that's all custom made in Blockbench. So
Okay.
there are certain things where I would like to have like certain objects. Typically, I would want to use actual Minecraft things, but in this case, it's kind of like, how do you get a popcorn shape looking block? I don't
Right.
think there's really one that exists. So at that point, I'm like forced to create my own. So this is where I use a program called Blockbench. This is like official quote me if I'm wrong, but it's like the official Mojang like 3D program.
No,
This
you're
is like what
exactly
they
right.
use in house.
I'm pretty sure this
Okay.
is actually what they use in house now to make all their new mobs, blocks, everything.
Yeah. Okay. So I have to like model this myself and texture it myself. Um, I won't get into that, but like basically I made this all myself, and I also did for a soda cup. So once I make all these, I can import them back into Blender, as you can see here.
And they're just like basically objects like anything else. That's so cool.
Yeah, they exist. Yeah. I mean, I theoretically could import this into the game as a mod,
Yeah. Well,
but
so
I have no idea how to
does
do that.
Blockbench literally just export those designs you make in a file that Blender can read, or are you also having to use some sort of external plugin to get those into Blender?
I the Blender add-on has like an asset library. I can just drag the .json file
Gotcha.
into,
So you
and
are
just
just
reads it.
using the plugin.
Yeah.
If you didn't have that plugin, is there a way to export from Blockbench in like an OBJ or a more standard 3D file
Yeah,
type?
in OBJ, the only thing is you would have to manually texture everything again. Like you would
Gotcha.
have to like manually line things up.
So by
So
adding
this is
it to
why
the
you
plugin, you no longer have to like redo the textures by hand.
yeah, it just saves me extra time.
Makes sense.
The key to animating is trying to make things a lot easier for yourself, you know.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so if there are shortcuts, you definitely want to take those shortcuts. So after that, modeling the popcorn, you're gonna notice that there are like actually you can see that they're like pieces of individual popcorns.
Little cubes, yeah.
That's these are actually just um Blender cubes that I've turned into like a particle simulation. Um, the reason I did that because I knew like later in the shot we would want the popcorn to kind of explode because he's flying in midair, right? And the only way to do that like reasonably is to just simulate it.
Right. So those
Me,
so those actually, instead of you having to animate literally every single individual popcorn kernel, they actually just have real physics applied to them and are just reacting to the other objects in the scene how they realistically would, right?
yeah, exactly.
And so does that
Because
mean that every single time you run the simulation, it'll be slightly different, or is that sort of baked in?
it's baked in. You want to
Gotcha.
bake it in, otherwise it's gonna kill your computer every time.
Gotcha. So you
Yeah.
set up this physics animation, you run it once, and then you like bake it in so that now instead of running the same physics simulation every time, all of those little cubes are just keyframed, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Sweet.
So so I typically dislike using simulations because it's just like really difficult to control. But in like this case, it's like I do not want to manually animate like hundreds of pieces of popcorn.
Yeah,
Um,
that would be horrible.
yeah, it's terrible.
Yeah.
Like like the you see the bucket and the cup fall, that's manually animated. I did not
Gotcha.
use a simulation for that. It's just so much easier for me.
That's just eyeballed. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I just kind of winged it, but it looks pretty good.
Yeah, dude, it looks fire.
Thank you. Let's see. Yeah, you can see the individual keyframes I did for that. Drops and then boom.
Got it. Yeah.
Um, and then next would be the probably the most interesting thing for like any animator, which is the actual animation.
The
So
characters. Yep.
yeah, so a lot of like when I animate characters, I kind of workshop it in my head, and then I manually act it out like myself. I would like walk on like some stairs and then like do a right turn here. I would just like mimic exactly what Mogswamp's doing here. So I can get an understanding of how to like time things, how to like when to move my legs. Like if I'm raising my arm, what's my like other arm doing? Like what's my torso doing?
Yep.
It's just so much easier to have a reference. Like you can like film yourself. I prefer to just act it out. that's just so much easier for me.
Yeah, it's funny. Like people were asking me earlier in the stream, what's my number one like building tip for builders, and I was saying like you have to have reference because like if you're just trying to build straight out of your head, like it takes people years and years and years of like intense studying to become good architects, right? So like if you're
Yep.
trying to just make a build out of thin air, you're basically trying to be like an architect with zero training. And I feel like it's so similar for animation. Like if you're just trying to just animate straight from your brain with zero sort of reference, it's almost impossible because like to mimic real life is just like you need something to look at to see how do things behave. And I feel like it's those little details that really sell animations.
Yep. I mean, the thing with animation is, especially humans, people are so used to people like have an expectation of how they move because you see people every day.
Yep.
So when things look off, it's like they immediately tell,
Yeah,
right?
uncanny valley, right?
Yeah. So that's why you want to like act it out. At least for me, when I act it out, it feels natural to me. So I'm gonna go over to the animation page. There's like a whole different tab for this, and it's kind of it's gonna look a little scary. uh, let me see if I can. Oh, that's not what I'm clicking. So Mogswamp here.
Hi, Baromatic. Oh, you got Sweeney Todd opening night tomorrow. Good luck, Fancy Duck. That's gonna be awesome. I hope you guys kill it.
So this is what um Mogswamp looks like through keyframes. It's all like very complicated and looking. It's all like all these tabs are like they control a different part of the skeleton here.
Got it. So
So
each
like
each
leg.
row on that timeline is one specific part of my body.
Yeah. And this is like really hard to explain the timings. It's just literally I just went by feel. So I can't really like explain why I did animate on twos or threes, why I did it for like 5 frames.
Well,
This is just from like experience, I think.
so you're basically setting up poses, right? And then the animation software is doing all the in betweening for you, right? So like you hit like you pose Mogswamp doing a certain pose, then you go forward a little bit, have me in a different pose, and then more or less the blender is just interpolating everything that happens in between that for you, and then you just make adjustments as needed, right?
Yeah. Only for the really complicated ones, I would have to do like animate on twos to get like what I want. Like
Right.
when I'm doing you know how in Minecraft when you like attack?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Hey, it's me. Steve. Yeah. So that I would manually do.
Got it.
That's like 10 frames of or 11 frames of moving. It's so simple, but like
It looks
a
very
lot of like
specific, yeah.
yeah. Because Minecraft has a really specific look, and I like to
And so
keep
when
things
you
into
say on
Minecraft.
twos, so that's so for people who aren't familiar with animation, like if you were animating every single frame of an animation by hand, that would be on ones, right? That's like essentially you're doing
One
every
frame.
yeah, one frame is one drawing. On twos would be for every drawing you do, it lasts 2 frames, correct? So that would
Yep.
sort of be like 12 frames per second would be a common frame rate for twos. And that's if you guys have watched any of the behind the scenes on like the Spider-Verse films, one of the things they'll do is like if a character is like web swinging and they're really confident, like Peter Parker, they'll have them animated on one, so it's really really smooth. But then whereas like Miles Morales, who's just learning how to use his web powers, is feeling really clumsy and awkward, and so they animate him on twos, so it feels a little bit choppier, a little bit less smoothed out, like he's literally got less practice. So you can actually like you can animate with different frame rates to literally like change the feeling that you get when you're watching it back.
Yeah. It's like it's so cool that you can just like control everything. Like I think everything has like a purpose when it comes to animation.
100%. Yep.
Yep. I guess one thing I can go over is like where did I even start, right? So the first thing I did was the walk cycle.
Mm,
I that's like the easiest thing. And with Blender, I can like turn. It's just basically like a loop here. If I
got
can
it.
like look, yeah. See, it's literally like um 31, 31 frames is the entire walk cycle, and it's just basically repeating over and over again.
Got it.
And Blender allows me to like turn that into like an action, which can be looped over and over again. That way, you don't have to like keep doing it.
So are
It's
you
just a
just
lot
kind
easier.
of like is my character basically just swinging his legs and then you're moving the position on the whole character to simulate
Yep,
walking?
exactly. Yeah,
Got it.
that's
So
that's
like
basically it.
if you hadn't like animated the entire character moving, then that loop would literally just be me standing still but swinging my legs as if I was walking.
Yep.
So you have to sort of match the speed of moving my character to how it looks as the character's swinging the legs, or else you'll sort of get like a Michael Jackson moonwalk situation where the footsteps aren't really matching the forward movement. And that's like actually a really common animation pitfall when doing walk cycles. Is if you don't match the speed of the character moving to the walk cycle really precisely, you just get this weird thing where it kind of feels like the character's just floating above the ground in a way.
Yeah, that's like a lot of fine tuning. So I like basically mapped out his like path, how fast he was gonna fly up, and then when he gets pulled into the screen, and then after that, I would go back and kind of like modify like, okay, so now he's turning. I have to like rotate the body. I have to rotate the torso. I have to move the arms and whatnot.
Yep.
Get a better look. Your head's gonna shake. The popcorn's gonna drop. All this. Also, the crowd's gonna react. A lot of like mm, how do I say it? I'm trying to keep it as natural as possible. So like, I want everything to be like full of life, if that makes sense.
Yep.
Yeah.
One thing our animation teacher that we both had used to always say is like animating is to give life to something. Like that is like
Yes.
the definition of animation. Like if you think about like reanimating a corpse, for example, like Frankenstein's monster, reanimating, like you're bringing it back to life. So animation fundamentally is just taking things that aren't alive and making them look alive. And so I feel like that's where those tiny, tiny little details really sell these things. Because, like you say, you're just so used to seeing humans and how they move every single day that those little minutia, you'll pick them up subconsciously without even realizing it.
Yep.
Uh,
So
one quick question from the chat. Julie Minecraft says, "What is the name of the plugin to rig characters?"
don't worry, I have right here. It's called MC Prep.
MC Prep. Okay.
Yep, I can let's see. This is the website. It's on theduckcow.com. That's the name of the guy who made it, I believe.
Interesting.
Yep. Really like revolutionary stuff.
Yeah, it's sick that people
With
actually like have made these tools because without
yeah,
them, like
with that,
we couldn't do any of this stuff really. It'd all
yeah,
be
I would have to like manually make all the characters, which would be hours and hours of work.
yep.
So thank you, the duck cow.
Shout out Duck Cow.
Yep. So kind of a quick rundown of the animation process. The next thing I would focus on is once I like how everything looks, how everything feels. The next thing would be to light the scene.
The lighting.
If you without light, it is a dark scene. You can't see anybody. So a lot of the things I want to focus on is lighting our subjects, like lighting the background and whatnot. So I typically follow like three basic elements to lighting a character, which is like having a rim light.
Mm-hmm.
So this allows the character to be separated from the background by having like this rim light behind them. Most importantly, the key light. This is the light you want to light your subject, right? You want to see like the actual character.
Yeah, let me get the pictures real quick. So rim light. is going to be that really like that edge light that's going to sort of outline your character. So it's that light that's just going to hit like literally the outlines of somebody and create that separation between the person and the background. So like right here, you see her hair there getting lit up by the sun, the edge of her arm. That's going to be your rim light. And then, sorry, you said next key light, right?
Yep, key light.
Yeah, the key light is going to be like your center light, right? That's like basically, let's see, here's a good graphic for us. So if this is our object here, the key light is like basically the most direct light that's going to be lighting up the face here. So in this example, I think it would be the blue. Basically, you're straight on.
Yep.
And then
Point.
what's the third one?
The third one is the fill light. That basically, that's just like kind of essentially filling like some like the darker areas. So if you see that guy on your screen, the guy with like the split screen, no, the other one.
Sorry, which one was it? This one?
That guy. Yeah. You see how his face is super dark on the right side?
Yep.
You need a little bit of light to fill in that darkness, so it like brings out his features. So that's what the fill light is. It's just like kind of just like helping out bring some small details.
Yep.
A lot of it's like
not as bright as the key light because the key light's more like what you want to be focusing on, and then the fill is just making sure that it's not like completely black wherever the key light's not hitting. So like this right here, that's the fill. This is the key light right there, and then
even the background is like the fill light.
Yep.
Otherwise, it'd be like a dark space. So that's really important. I would say key light is important, but maybe rim light might be like just as important.
Yeah.
Because I think without the rim light, it just looks almost like not as polished, right? It doesn't really have that like finished look.
Hollywood professional look to it.
Yeah,
100%.
When I see like Pixar movies, I see like they have like really nice rim lighting. And it just helps bring the character forward, and that's like I think lighting is really crucial to your shot because like, you can have a really amazing shot, but if it's like lit poorly, it's not gonna like matter. No one's gonna really remember it.
100%.
No matter how good it looks.
So taking those three lights, like how do they apply to this specific scene? Like if we look at my character.
Yeah. So let's mess around. So let me disable some lights. So let's disable all these. And maybe even I think. Okay. It's gonna look a little janky, but that's fine.
Dude, Squiddles, thank you for the tier 1 gifty. Congrats, Testier Gibbon. You deserve it, man.
Okay, so let me turn on some lights. So you can see without lights, this is Mogswamp. You can't see him.
Pitch black. Yep.
Pretty dark. Yep. So first thing I would do is get a rim light. Kind of see behind you. I can get like an idea like, oh, this is your head.
Yep.
It's not like the best because you're kind of in a odd spot, but this is like the best I could do.
Yep.
And then I do a key light here, which let's see. Oh yeah. This example is not great, but like because I have like an aura around you, so I want it to turn red.
Yeah, yeah.
But this is basically highlighting you as like a right there.
Yep.
And behind you is
that's actually you can really tell about the rim light there as well. Like you can super see the rim light right in this frame.
Yeah. Let's see. Your character's not the best for this, but basically, you kind of see where it like how important the light is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a bit of a unique shot because we're doing like all these red effects, but I think it still comes through.
Yeah.
Dude, Squiddles with another gifty. Thank you, man. Thank you. Sufel also deserves it. Appreciate it.
I think lighting is probably the hardest part for me. There's so much. It's so subjective to like what looks good.
Yeah. Well, and it can
And
completely change the mood, right? Like
yeah, it
with a
can.
total different lighting setup, this scene could be very like happy, but it's like we really wanted like a dark, sinister sort of tone
Yeah,
because that kind of sets the
totally.
tone for the movie. And so everything's sort of like a little bit dimmer, a little bit like red, versus like, when it comes to like that plane crash scene I showed you guys earlier, that's obviously going to be 100% a different approach.
Yep.
It's also
Um,
it's also an indoor scene, which is important to say. Like lighting's a lot different outside when you're like dealing with the sun. You have to think about like, okay, is the sun like direct? What time of the day is it? Is it overcast? When you're inside, it's literally like you have fine tuned control over all the lighting conditions.
I would say I prefer indoors a lot more
Yeah,
because I have more control.
that makes a ton of sense. Yeah.
Yep.
It's honestly,
Lighting
it's
and
the same.
outside is
It's the same exact thing in real life. Like shooting
yeah.
indoors in a studio, you just have fine-tuned control versus shooting outside. Like usually, you want to shoot for like a super overcast day, because that's just going to give you the most like generic sort of light to work with, and then you can sort of do stuff in post. But yeah, like if you've ever tried to film something on like a really bright sunny day, you're gonna have like these crazy dramatic shadows. It's really, really tough to work with.
Yep. Exactly. Also, thank you for the raid.
Yeah, thanks for the raid, dude.
Yep.
Welcome in, Raiders.
Um, the next thing, I'm kind of brushing over it real quick, but the next thing I did was once I got the lighting to where I wanted it, I would focus on this section here. So this is all like composited in. There's like actually nothing here.
It's just a hole,
Just a
basically.
hole.
Yep.
Yep. So the idea was to green screen it, but I decided to like just bring it all into Blender just to make it more interactable, like part of the space.
Yep.
So this like projector here is literally just like it's like a plane. It's like flat. It's not really there.
So cool. So it's just like a 2D
Yeah.
object sitting in front of the screen. Yep.
Yep. So I made this in After Effects, this portal. It's like a bunch of displacement maps and whatnot.
Yep.
And I made it transparent. And then I just brought it into Blender. So like I can just interact with it, do it how I want.
And then it's really interesting to me how the aura around me, if you look on the left side, it looks so much
Yeah.
like it's actually around me and like actually enveloping my character when really it's
Yep.
just again a flat plane right
Plane.
behind. So like I think that's like the sort of stuff I think a lot of people don't think about is that a lot of these animation shots actually only work from one angle, which is why it's so important, as you were saying, to start with the camera, because once you have your camera animation and that sort of reference of how the camera's going to look, you can start to play little perspective tricks like this, to save yourself a ton of time. Because otherwise, like creating a 3D aura around my character that like perfectly envelops me would be like, I'm assuming 10 times the time, like it would be
Yeah.
extremely difficult.
So this aura here, right? This is all made in Blender. It's actually it's kind of complicated. I use if you know Blender, I use something called geometry nodes. It's let's see if I can. This is basically what the aura is. It's like all this.
Jesus.
It's pretty complicated. I don't want to get into it, but this is how I made it. It's it's a lot. But basically all this makes this. That's all I really need to say. Also, this lightning bolt I made in Blender. This is kind of it's essentially a super long cylinder pole that I kind of like warped with a bunch of displacement maps. So
That
I can
actually
like
makes
literally
complete sense. Yeah.
yeah, I just find it easier just to make things myself. Like this I can like control.
That's like
That's how you get that.
the like phase of the displacement or whatever.
Yep. Like without it, it's just super straight for the
Yep.
most part, and then
Sort of gives
all
it
that's
that
made in.
electricity look.
Yep. All that's made in Blender. Animated it, and that's how you get that like.
Well, and then the benefit of doing this stuff in Blender as well is like, can't you have these things actually like emitting light and stuff? Like, is the movie
Yep.
screen actually emitting light?
Yep.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
this is glowing. The movie screen is glowing.
Yep.
So that way it feels like it's part of the space because it's actually part of the space, you know?
100%. Like if you on the left there, if you look at like the ceiling of the theater, like the way that the light from the movie screen is bouncing off the top of the ceiling of the theater and then coming towards the camera is like, I think it's one of the things that sells the scene the best. Because it
Yep.
just looks so accurate to when you're sitting in the back of a movie theater and all that light is sort of lighting up the top of the movie theater just a little bit at the towards the screen. Looks just like it, honestly.
Yeah. Uh, I think that's essentially the scene. So once I'm like happy with everything, composite of everything, put it all together, animation looks pretty good. This is where I getting ready for the rendering stage. This is the post processing for me. This is where we go into the compositing section. So this is also very complicated. But essentially what this is, it's basically taking your render and making it look pretty for the masses. If that makes sense, right? So I have two renders already. So this is here we go. So this is a render as is without any compositing, any like color correction, color grading and
Right.
whatnot, right?
A little bit flat.
Yep, it's flat. Like this is, it's you could like make a video. You don't
Yeah,
have to
it
like do
would
all this.
definitely pass.
Yep. But if you do all this, all this node stuff here, it's like a bunch of things like adding like atmosphere, adding like fog,
Mm-hmm.
adding some like glare, some glow, um, just some grain, some film emulation, all that stuff. It'll turn from like this kind of like basic shot into something that's a little more dynamic.
Dang, that's a huge
Yep.
diff here. Just flash between those a couple times.
Yep.
That is crazy. A little bit of lens distortion, a little bit of the film grain, the atmospherics. That really sells it.
This is like I think really crucial to making your shot look like fully, ready to like what's the word? Like it's like a finished, polished look, right? It's like the polishing stage of the animation.
Right.
So once I do all that, I render as a PNG sequence, and then I'll bring it into Premiere. This is where we do all the sound design.
Yeah. So that was a piece of this I really was excited to get to. Is like once we have the storyboarding, we have the set building, we bring it into Blender, we do all the animation, all that stuff, we render it. You'd think we're done, but I've found one of the things that sells animation more than anything else is the sound design. I think it's like the most overlooked piece of the puzzle because I think a lot of beginners or like a lot of just people who are just starting out with animation, like you get to this end where you've rendered your animation, you've put in all this work and it feels like, okay, let's just be done with this. But to me, the sound design is what takes it to the next level.
Yep. So like right now, as is, it's kind of, you know, oop, I think my Premiere is dying, so I might not be able to play it, but
Here,
this is basically
let me play the actual shot from the
yeah.
video on mute real quick. That'll be helpful. So here's the full if you click the full shot from the video. So here it is on mute. You got the countdown. I'm going shuffling in, finding my seat. The glitch happens, and then we zoom in. So it's good. It's a really good shot. But I feel like what really sells it and takes it to that next level is the sounds. And like just to count there, I'm counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, like maybe 15 sound effects all in that one little section right there, which is maybe even 17. There is a lot of sound happening right there. All those green things that you guys are seeing, that is all different layers of sound effects.
Yep, and I personally, it's not my favorite part, but it's very essential to bring your animation to life.
I'm surprised it's not your favorite part, given that project you did in college that was like all sound.
Yeah, I mean that was annoying to make. I'm not gonna lie.
Maybe that burnt you out of sound design. It's personally for me, it's one of my favorite parts because it just takes it to the next level, like in such a crazy way. Like, why don't we try like soloing a few of these tracks and just seeing like what each specific sound is doing?
I'd have to restart my computer. My Premiere is like
Yeah, no worries.
actually fried.
No worries. I can show it real quick with all the sounds turned on. Let's do that. All right,
Yeah.
so we just watched it with sound off. Here is that same animation again. I'm going to boost the volume for you guys. If you clicked on this video, prepare for a cinematic journey. Almost exactly 1 year. Dang, dude, that really sells it, man. And I love that you snuck the Wilhelm scream in there. Such a classic
trope. Yep.
Yep.
I'm not like crazy on animation, but I do know my like cinema stuff.
Mm-hmm.
It's funny. I'm animating.
What sound program do you use? I mean, mostly we just put together our sound effects within Adobe Premiere, which is like the editing software that we use. But I also use Audacity quite a bit, which is completely free, open source program. That helps a lot with like just adding very specific effects that Premiere doesn't really have. But quick and dirty in Premiere, you can get most stuff done, and then Audacity is kind of like the backup for any more advanced effects you may need to do.
Yeah, that's basically it. That's what I do for animation.
Sweet, man.
Pretty fun.
Yeah,
I enjoy it the most.
It's one of my favorite shots you've ever done.
Me too. It will keep getting better.
The last thing I wanted to ask you is, which I didn't give you a heads up on this, so no worries if it's not easy to explain. But the bumpers for my stream, the away screen, the intro, the BRB.
Want to see that?
Yeah, I just want to see. I just want to sort of show people like the post processing effect that you were using to sort of give it that more retro pixelated look. Maybe even like a little before and after. But if you don't have it ready, that's totally fine.
I can open up real quick.
All right, sweet.
Just look away.
Yep, I got it on my webcam.
Okay.
Miko's going to town cleaning his paws off.
I mean, that's the highlight of the stream. That's why we all came to see.
We all came for Miko. Let's be real. Look at him go.
Yeah.
Mog, I'm back from dinner. What's up, Shapiro family? Welcome back. What'd you have for dinner? Dude, I had the biggest breakfast today. It was so awesome. Blueberry pancakes and veggie bacon and breakfast potatoes and eggs. So I had like a full-on American breakfast. You would hate it.
Yeah.
What do you have for breakfast? Freaking ramen?
Yeah, I had some sausages, some ribs.
That's not breakfast food, man. You gotta have.
Dude, I'm gonna die early. It's fine.
Thank Brian for his awesome explanations. This was so interesting to watch. Absolutely, dude. Thank you for coming and explaining all this, because so many people have asked over the months, and we've been doing more and more and more of these animations. So I feel like hopefully this helps a lot of people. I mean, it's not like a tutorial. We can't really help you with that, but at least we can show you some of the process, some of the behind the scenes.
There's a lot to it, but I think like now is a really good time to get into animation. There's so much available to you for free. Like you could do all this yourself. Like I didn't pay anything. Blender's free. The software's free.
Am I cool to show your screen again?
Yeah.
All right, sweet.
I mean, I guess Minecraft isn't free, so that's the most expensive thing part of this project is Minecraft.
Yeah, I guess you're right. That's wild.
So, okay, so if you recognize the this animation scene, so I essentially applied the same elements to it
Here, real
as
quick,
the Monkey
I'll show it to them. So this is my. We are now in the Blender project for my end stream screen, which I'm gonna put up right now. It's not the end of stream. Don't leave. I'm just gonna show you guys real quick. All right, so that's the scene. So we're now seeing that what you guys just watched in Blender.
This is like what it looks like.
So sick.
It's one of my favorite scenes I've done.
Oh, is that a puddle? I never even clocked that. Yeah.
It's very hard to see since it's all pixelated. So if I render it, this is like what it looks like. This is the actual size.
Tiny, yeah.
But because it's pixel art, you know.
Yeah, it gives that super clean.
Yeah, it's a trick. You know, like if you look at this, you would never think this is 3D. But this is all made in Blender.
Yep.
There's a few things I'm doing. Like one, I'm like rendering it super small, so it's like all pixelated. There's a yeah, I mean I didn't really prepare, but there's like some things I have to do. Well, I guess one thing I can explain is I have to every single one of these textures, I'll like there's like hundreds here, hundreds of blocks. I had to manually go in and add this like effect here. This like see this effect?
Yeah, it's probably hard to see on my screen, but there's like a little bit of a dithering almost.
Yep.
Yeah.
So this is like the key thing to making it look really retro. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
This is like
you can actually see it kind of well in the TV screen. On the little green TV screen. It's like kind of yeah, it's super obvious there. Yeah, that shows the dithering really well. So like dithering is like the wow, that's actually like a screen. That's crazy.
I made exactly like that.
Yeah, the dithering is like sort of an effect used in pixel art for well, not just in pixel art, but it's primary like that's where I learned about it was through pixel art, and it's like an effect you can use to sort of get gradients by here. Let me real quick bring up a photo that'll help with my explanation here. Dithering. So it's so much easier to just show you guys than to try to articulate this. Here we go. So that's like a great example of dithering right there for pixel art. So we're trying to transition from this dark navy blue color to this sort of off-white. And so you use all these little patterns, and when you look at it from a distance or kind of squint your eyes, you get a really nice smooth gradient. But if you look at it, the actual pixels here, it's sort of going from full to then 1 pixel removed to then multiple pixels removed and then checkerboard until you finally get all the way to the color you're transitioning to.
So yeah, it's that scene. I'm seeing some comments of some fear in the Blender. I would say it's worth learning. It's not. It is a little intimidating, but everything I've done, I've only literally spent like a year learning this program from like scratch.
It's important to point out that like even though we did go to college for this, we studied in a totally different program, Maya, which is thousands of dollars. So all of the Blender stuff that Brian has done in the past years, we've learned from scratch, basically. I mean, there are some similarities between 3D softwares, like at least you know some of the terminology, but at the end of the day, they're wildly different programs, from what I understand. And so a lot of that knowledge we built up in university kind of just got thrown out. And so if you are super intimidated by Blender, just keep in mind that we're creating shots like this after only like a couple of years of using Blender at all. So you can, and the other great thing is Maya is like an industry program. Very hard to find support, find tutorials, plugins. Whereas Blender, because it's free and open source, you can find every tutorial under the sun for Blender, all on YouTube for free. So if you ever encounter something that you don't know how to do, it's one Google search away.
That's where I learned everything, on YouTube.
Well, thanks, man.
I mean,
Thank you for taking the time to explain all this. Because,
problem.
I mean, I know a little bit of it, but even I am not like, you know, I haven't even done a single shot in Blender. It's all Brian here. So, hopefully,
I'll show you one day.
yeah, hopefully at some point this year, the two of us are gonna maybe be living in the same place. We're trying to move in, get a place where we can live in the same spot. Because right now we're across the country from each other. And then if that happens, hopefully I can start learning Blender a little bit. Because it's one of those things that's probably a lot easier to learn in person than you having to be like, click there. Nope, up, nope, left.
Left, down.
Yep. Because we've struggled through that for quite a few things already. So.
Okay.
But yeah, thank you, man. Guys, if you enjoyed that, please put a W in the chat for Brian. Thank you for taking the time out of your day to show us that. That was freaking awesome, man. And yeah,
No problem.
thank you guys for if you're watching the Mogswamp video. Thank you for watching. Subscribe. There we go. Video complete. I'm gonna stop recording.
Fun. Thank you.
Thanks, dude.
Hi, Derek. Goodbye.
Yeah, at some point we'll maybe get you on again in the future to do another one of these. Miko, no, Miko, no, not on camera, no, Miko.
What am I looking at? Goodbye.
Oh God, see you, bro. Miko, no, Miko. Miko, no. Oh, God, that was freaking funny, dude. I don't know why it's so funny when he does it on camera. Poor guy. He doesn't know people are watching, okay? It's not his fault. He's just trying to have private bath time. Oh, my God. What did I just scroll into? It's fine. This stream is PG. It's not normally like this. Oh, my God. Good stuff. Thanks again to Brian for coming on the stream and showing us that. That was super, super fun. And yeah, one Mogswamp video filmed. We did it. Cats do not care about our standards, and nor should they, you know? Our unrealistic standards. Why can't I stream licking my balls? Probably because I can't lick my balls. That would take an immense amount of flexibility that I don't have. Why is my stream so laggy? What's happening? Are we okay? Are we lagging? Hello? Bruh, someone clip that? No, don't clip that. There's a context for everything. That got weird? You're right. I'm sorry. Sometimes I forget I'm live and I just say things. All right, guys. Well, that was awesome. We got a little bit of dirt dug today. We got to repair all our shovels. We what else did we do? We dug some dirt. We did the Blender stuff. But unfortunately, I've got a dinner date with my parents, so I'm gonna have to go in like a couple minutes here. So I guess we'll just wrap up by maybe clearing out one more row of this thing over here. Thanks for answering some of our content creator questions. Of course. My pleasure. One of my top priorities on YouTube is to share as much knowledge, uplift as many people in the community as I can, because you know, we shouldn't gatekeep this info. You know, like, it's so, I benefit from other Minecraft YouTubers existing and having views. Like, YouTube is not a zero-sum game, so when other Minecraft YouTubers are doing well, that's good for my channel too. You know what I mean? Because that means the game and the community is alive and well, and that means I have job security. And that's something that's hard to come by when you're a YouTuber, is job security, right? So the more Minecraft YouTubers are out there and the more people who have the skills to make amazing content, the better it is for me at the end of the day. That's my perspective. You should make something go kaboom. Thing is, I really want to collect all this dirt for my dirt mine, you know? So every time we blow it up with TNT, that's less dirt that I get to mine by hand. Have fun with your parents? I will. I'm excited. I'm gonna just have a little phone call because it's been a couple weeks since we caught up. We got a newborn in the family. I'm an uncle twice now, basically. I have a niece, and now I have a nephew, too. So that's really cool. So my parents have been with the newborn. I'm going to get to hear all about him, how all that stuff is going. Unc squared? Yeah, I'm Unc squared now. Unc to the power of 2. I want to learn Blender/Blockbench this year, and this def helps me make it somewhat less intimidating to think about. Thank you. Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong. Believe me, I get it. It is intimidating. I mean, like, I straight up got a degree in animation, and it's still, like, intimidating to me enough so that I still haven't gotten around to learning Blender. But, yeah, hopefully it shows that, like, it demystifies it a little bit. Because I think sometimes, I don't know. I remember as a kid, like, I just could not understand how 3D animated films were made, and I found it really frustrating that, like, I Googled it, I, like, looked up at behind the scenes for all my favorite, like, 3D animated films, and I still just didn't understand, like, how are they actually doing it? Like, what programs are they using? What techniques are they using? Like, how are they actually doing it? And I don't know, it's just, like, the kind of behind the scenes I would have wanted when I was a kid, and I was super inspired by animation. I have this, like, really distinct memory of the movie Hoodwinked, sort of like a low-budget animated film that I loved when I was a kid. Loved Hoodwinked. And I just could not figure out, like, how they were doing it. And I watched the whole beyond the scene. I got the DVD, and I watched the whole behind the scenes on the movie, and it explained, like, nothing about how they did it. And I was so frustrated. And so, yeah, I don't know. I'll always remember that feeling of just like, okay, but tell me how it's actually done. And so hopefully seeing that helped a few of you guys out. Hey Mogswamp, did you know that you can right-click a lodestone with a compass and the compass will follow the lodestone? I did know that, actually. I have a compass that points back to my home base in case I ever lose it. Although I don't know how I could lose it because it's just kind of at 0-0, so kind of hard to lose that. But anyways, guys, I'm going to put away these shulker boxes and we're going to wrap up the stream. I hope you had a fun day today. I did. Bit of a shorter stream today, but hopefully we'll be back again real soon for another epic stream. If I hadn't woken up so late today, we probably could have gone for longer, but it is what it is. That's what you get for waking up at 1 p.m. and then having a giant breakfast. All right. Let's real quick just put these away. Boop, 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 boop. All right. That's it. That was super fun, guys. I'm going to wrap up for the day. I'm going to go call my parents. I'll see you soon. I've still got to schedule that Subnautica stream. I promise I'm going to do it. I just need to figure out my calendar and my schedule. And then we'll do that. Have a blessed day. You too. You too, man. And yeah, I think that's going to be it. We're gonna kick it over to the end stream screen that we just looked at in Blender. But don't go anywhere if you're on Twitch because we are going to raid someone. So let's make sure to give a ton of love to whoever we end up raiding. But all right. Anyways, I'm off. Love you guys. See you next time.